Hi, Gemini. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to May 2023's monthly reading. We're going to see what Spirit has for you. Any messages in all areas of your life, love, life, career, spiritual growth, self-development, anything Spirit wants to share with me. So let's see what's going to happen in May. Let's see what's coming your way. Things to think about. Welcome to anybody that's new. Welcome back to all my Geminis. Thank you for your love and support always, your comments. I really appreciate them. Spirit, if you could please share with me for May, the month of May, for my Geminis, what do you want them to be thinking about? What's coming their way? Anything you want them to know? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I cherish every cell in my body. Okay, I'm taking care of my body, mind, body, soul. Maybe just a reminder to take care of your body in the month of May. I can forgive people quickly, release my resentment, and set myself free. So I'm letting go of resentments, freeing myself, of not holding on to anything. Maybe that's something that we just are constantly working on. And then one more of these, please. Let's see. We're stuck together. Stuck together. Okay. I breathe calmly and easily. I am safe in this moment. You are safe. You are secure. Okay. You are being taken care of. Whatever it is that you need to feel. All right. There is a sense of the universe has my back, right? All right. Let's see what Spirit has for us for my Geminis. Spirit, please share with me. What is it you want me to know right now? Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. I have a Justice, and I have a Chariot. Okay, so I guess, the first thing that came into me was the hard work. It was the sense of the your hard work paying off. All right, like you being focused on, you know what, I know what I'm good at. I know what I'm capable of. And I'm going to put in the time and effort into that. I'm not giving up on that. Almost the sense of I'm not giving up on, maybe you have a big goal in mind. Maybe you really have been plugging away at something that you've been working hard at. But that Knight doesn't give up. That Knight is going to, I don't know, it's your inner drive that you have. It's your sense of achievement even. I mean, that Eight of Pentacles is, you know what, I might feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over again every day, but I'm getting smarter. I'm becoming better at it. I'm doing it in less time, more efficiently. So whatever it is that you're working at or towards, it is making progress. All right. You might not feel like you're making progress. Sometimes you feel like I'm just kind of doing the same thing over and over again, but you are making progress. And Spirit's saying, just keep going, just keep moving forward. A sense of fairness around you. I don't know, being fair to other people. There could be something going on in your life this month that you are just like, I want to be treated fairly. I want to be treated like everybody else. It could be work related, job related. Keep your eyes open for that. But at the end of the day, you will be treated fairly. I mean, the justice always has a way of kind of working itself out, that like justice is on your side, or the right thing is on your side, is how I feel. They do want you to charge full steam ahead with whatever it is that you're trying to achieve here. So we're not going to, in fact, she's going pretty fast, like I don't know, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission, full speed ahead, right? Full speed ahead. So I guess Spirit's saying, don't slow down. Don't slow down. All right. If you've got some momentum behind you in an area of your life, you feel like you've been making some progress, you feel like you put a dent in something, like now's not the time to, slow down. Now might be the time to, be a little bit even more full steam ahead in pushing forward. Okay. Let's see what they want you to work on, other things they want you to work on. So the hard work is paying off, and this sense of you're not giving up. I love that. Create your own happiness, your own happiness. Yeah. For a lot of you, happiness is not necessarily being in a relationship with other people. I mean, you want those as well, but your happiness comes from within, right? So a lot of you love your work, or you're passionate about something. You're passionate about your children. You're passionate about grandchildren. You have hobbies, skills, artwork, talents, and whatever it is that makes you happy, that is what spirit wants you to be doing more of. It's a sense of, don't let up the steam now. If it moves you to being happier about yourself, being comfortable in your own skin, loving yourself more, do more of it. Do more of it. Turn criticisms into kindness. Kill them with kindness, right? That one person in your life who always has that one thing to say, turn right back at them and just, kill them with kindness. Then they don't know what to say. So kindness is... people don't know what to say sometimes, or they just say the wrong thing and they just don't even know what they're saying to people. So just ignore those types of people, kill them with kindness is how that came. Excuse me. Look for the signs and the synchronicities in your life right now. Okay. Look at the little 11:11 on the clock. Look for messages. She's got tarot cards. She's got some, crystals here. Look for the signs that you are moving in the right direction. Sometimes it's just a feeling of, every day I feel joy. Every day I feel a little bit happier, or I'm so glad that I'm working on this area of my life because I just feel better. I just know I'm getting better. I know I feel better. I'm happier. My relationships are better. A little bit of a feeling of all this hard work is paying off, whether it's hard work that you're putting into your goals and your ambitions, or hard work that you're putting into healing, growing, your spiritual growth, learning to let things go, learning to love yourself more. You'll hear a lot of people say, go through something very difficult, and then they'll say, well, I've spent a lot of time on myself. I've been doing a lot of work on myself, so if that's the case, if you've been really doing a lot of work on yourself, you may be really reaping the benefits of it this month. This may be the month that you really start to feel like, I just feel better. I just feel good about myself. I'm having a good month. I'm happy. I have a good outlook on life. I'm positive. My body is healthy. My mind is healthy. And I just have a great positive energy around me. So maybe some of all that, working on yourself or self-development is really paying off for you now, and you're starting to feel it. I like that. Eight of Pentacles again. So Eight of Pentacles in the same position, the sense of working on yourself. An Empress, nurturing yourself, loving yourself. Six of Cups. And a Knight of Swords. So a couple things happen. The sense of working on myself, loving myself for sure. Putting myself first. A little bit of putting myself first, a little bit of I've got more work to do, Spirit just said, and we all do, whether it's, I want to heal some old wounds. I want to release some old energies. I want to disconnect from something that's no longer serving me. But a little bit more, I owe it to myself this month that I'm going to spend more time working on myself. Okay, so that's how that's coming into me. I had this feeling about, and it could be a connection. It could be a lot of thoughts and feelings about somebody in your life. Okay. A lot of memories. Maybe the month of May brings up a lot of memories about a relationship or even your childhood or even a loss. Some of you may have lost somebody in the month of May, but it was this feeling of, I have a lot of kind of bittersweet energy around May for some reason. And I the further that I get away from it, the more clear I become. So maybe May in your past was very significant. Maybe it's not as significant now, but a little bit of a bittersweetness happening with me around May. And I think it's around a loss, some kind of a loss, whether it's a physical loss, somebody passed away, or I ended a relationship in May years ago. I got divorced in May. But there was a little bit of a bittersweet kind of energy that happened. Spirit wants you to work on yourself. You know, this feeling of, as I love myself more, as I spoil myself, they just said, like, you know, spoiling yourself, taking time for yourself, enjoying yourself, throwing yourself into something that you enjoy, isn't selfish. It's a necessity at times. You know, it's a feeling of, I've got to take care of myself first before I can take care of others. And maybe this is a great month that you commit to something that you want to work on, you know, whether it's your health, could be, I want to exercise more, I want to eat better. Maybe you want to spend X amount of time each day journaling or studying something or meditating or learning yoga. You know, maybe this is the month that you kind of take some extra time in that area of your life, that this is my time, this is my sanctuary, this is my space, and I'm doing it for my mental health, I'm doing it for my soul, and I'm doing it so I can have better relationships with other people also. So definitely a great month for you for healing. I'm going to say it that way. Maybe because we're outside more, the flowers are blooming, the grass is greener. I have a defending myself. That came into me as boundaries and saying no. Okay. Maybe I've had to say no to people, or maybe I'm working on saying no a little bit more. Going back to that, kill them with kindness. I do have some caution. Okay. So maybe it's boundaries of some kind. And then attracting a violet, attracting love, attracting energy, attracting positive energy into my life, something like that. So maybe I'm putting boundaries around myself. Could be in connection to a relationship from the past, or relationships that we're heading into, that Spirit's asking you to be cautious in some way, and take care of yourself first, which is always a good rule of thumb, right? Attracting. What are we attracting, Spirit? What do we have coming into our lives for my Geminis? What do you want us to know? You know, loving yourself first. Sometimes we feel guilty, you know, and you shouldn't feel guilty that, you know, you take your time, you take time for you, you know. So some of you, I really want you to go out of your way and make some extra time for yourself this month. Five of Swords. The battle is over. Cautious, defending yourself. Six of Swords, you've moved on. They're helping you to move on. A Seven of Swords. And I have a Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Let's start with this positive first, okay? Because it's almost like Spirit saying, we had to get through this. All right. The battle is over. The battle is over. Whatever you've been battling with, all right? Whether it's some emotional things within inside of you, whether it's connected to a relationship, whether you're putting boundaries around somebody or some situation, all right? They're saying the battle is over. So that is the most important part. The second part is because the battle is over, you're now attracting into your life the next cycle, the next phase, luck, destiny, fate. Okay. You know, sometimes we have to release something to move on, right? So maybe it's a forever, for every ending, there's a new beginning. Maybe you've been really working on a lot of healing and you've been really putting in the work and the effort, and you feel better and you know that you've moved on and you know you're in a better place. So therefore, I'm attracting what's meant to be in my life next. So destiny and fate is on your side. All right. You are attracting either what it is that you're dreaming of right now, what it is that you're hoping for. If you're hoping for new love, if you're hoping for a new opportunity, if you're hoping for an achievement of some kind, your energy has been released, is the word I want to use. Your energy has been released. And now you are attracting what it is that spirit has for you. Okay. So the bigger thing was the sense of you've moved on. All right. Maybe May is the transition month. You know, maybe April is a very difficult month for whatever reason. And May is the transition month, and you can feel yourself lifting. You can feel yourself healing. You can feel yourself moving on. And until all of a sudden fate and destiny land in your lap again, and they bring you what it is that you have been hoping for. They're giving you security through this transition, whatever this transition is, a sense of security, a sense of strength, a little bit of a sense of wisdom with that big owl on her shoulder. So you're strong, you know what you want, and it is coming. So, and I have a queen of cups. So emotionally, you are in such a better place. You really are. Okay. You may not have felt that way for a while. You may have been struggling with, I want to feel better in some way. But it is the sense of transition. And you arrive here as this queen, and you're loving yourself and caring about yourself. And you know that emotionally your feelings and your emotional stability comes first. And that's the most important thing in your life. And then you are open to what fate and destiny has for you next. So I just feel this gorgeous, I'm going to use the word transition. I'm going to use the word transition because for those of you that are saying, I'm just waiting for the next thing, you know, like maybe you feel like you've been in limbo, or you have been waiting for just something to shift or change. I'm going to say that that's probably what is going to happen here in May, a 7 of Cups. So lots of options in front of you, lots of choices, lots of things going on around you. Maybe, you know, not a lot of new energies coming your way. So that would be exciting. And I have a Tower. So you're moving on from something that was hurtful. Okay. This is over and done with. Something that it's a transition of some kind. So put it behind you and just know that it's part of your path. It's part of your journey. And Spirit is bringing you this sense of happiness and more contentment. Okay. I feel more peaceful. I feel more content. I feel more in alignment with what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Emotionally, I feel more secure, would be an easy way to say it. But I feel like right now, you're doing all the right things. You know, you're either working on yourself, working on healing, you're getting through some kind of transition. All right. And it could be in any area of your life. It could be a relationship. It could be emotional feelings that you're struggling with about yourself. It could be really working on some past wounds. But it's this sense of, I know that things are getting better. And I know that it's all up to fate, destiny, and what the universe has for me next. And then all of a sudden, this kind of, you know, new world opens up for us. A page of pentacles. Okay, so some kind of new opportunity. You know, could be a new door opening, could be new work, could be new thoughts of you know, financial security, something like that. But you know, pages are always filled with hope, is how I feel. I always feel like pages are filled with hope. They're filled with, um, they're very optimistic and they're very hopeful. So, right now, my Geminis, I think that this is going to be a transition month, but in a good way. In a good way. All right. We're coming out of something that we had to put behind us. Maybe that's what you've been working on the beginning of the year or something like that. You know, it's been the beginning of the year wasn't your best months. But moving forward, you know, May, June, July, you know, we are going to be moving into this blooming, blossoming, growing transition where fate and destiny are on your side. So hang in there, because you know, I want you to look forward to what's coming next. You know, everything goes in cycles. Everything happens for a reason. And sometimes we just got to get through something, transition, and get into the next phase. And then Spirit rewards us with abundance and love and happiness and joy and all of those things in that next phase, which is where I think we're headed right now for you, headed into May. So let's put this out into the universe and let's ask Spirit to continue to help you on this journey. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always to my Geminis for your love and your support. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.